right, this is gonna be an unpopular opinion to Choice TV's fans, which I used to be one of them until I just heard this.
Oven is the best American Horror Story season ever. Kevin Samuels is really a narcissist.
No. It's first of all, I talk about dress size, not weight.
Okay, dress size, it's still in the same correlation.
No, it's not. It is absolutely not. You can wear dress size 6 or dress size 4 and have a different body composition because muscle weighs more than fat. See, I've accounted for that.
So you do know that.
Well, look here, smart ass. I'm the fucking image consultant, and I'm about to make a real bad day for you if you don't check that smart ass mouth talking to a grown damn man. This is the last warning, young lady, and it's gonna get real bad for you.
How's he gonna get bad?
Bitch, get off my phone. How about that?
I think he's entertaining, but come the fuck on. Like, really? High value man giving advice how you can get married or keep your man? Where's your wife? How the fuck you been engaged multiple times and divorced multiple times? How that work? High value my ass. Michael Jackson did not touch them damn kids.
Now, here's the thing. You see, he just threw that in there. That's the only thing he said about Kevin Samuels. Literally, that it's the only clip because I went through this whole thing. But he has it in, look, if you go to the thing, it's in the thumbnail. It's in the thumbnail. I don't know why we come in this YouTube generation that thinks that coddling and catering and lying to black women. See, I don't trust black people that act like what Kevin Samuels is saying isn't true for the sake of clicks and views. See, Choice TV is not a small channel. He's verified and he's not that far from Kevin Samuels, but Kevin Samuels, blew right past him like very fast. And why do you think that is? Because the world, particularly the black community, the black men, were looking for somebody like Kevin Samuels to say what they can't say, or they won't be able to see their kids, or they won't be able to have relations, or they won't be able to have somebody that's going to halfway be there for them. Talking about black women. And it's like he is going to down talk Kevin Samuels, even though he knows that the black woman is a issue. So simply by the fact that he put up a video not too long ago, look, not too long ago, talking about he stopped supporting his trash parents. He's always talking about his mom, her attitude and how she is. So he knows. But so that he can continue to get clicks and views, because everybody knows that kissing the butt of a black woman is going to get you a lot of clicks and views. Like, I have to deal with hood rats every day mad at me for telling the truth. Every day. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So trying to actually stick up for black men does not help me at all. I have to deal with a lot of kickback and pushback. But I can't find the video on his channel, so I think he deleted it, which kind of proves my point as well. It was talking about his trash mama, as he called it. I'm not calling her trash. He called his mama trash and all that. But as he can see, talking about a black woman didn't get him nowhere. Because, the black community is so big on respect, right? Even if people don't, respect you. So anyway, let's talk more about, let me see. I was just surprised when I saw that. Right, watch this, watch this. This is a whole, I didn't even have to type it in. People are still talking about cancel Kevin Samuels. They still talking about that. This is a week ago. Kevin Samuels gets called out by male followers. Let's see what's going on. The men who follow Kevin Samuels want women to follow them. Alright, we don't need no music. This ain't necessary. This ain't necessary. Y'all love music, boy. Y'all get the lights up. It's about to go down. Just so y'all didn't know, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, so it's about to go down. These long intros, y'all gotta get together, bro.
You got it, Toyota. It's Men's Week. And in Men's Week, we do content strictly directed at the men, for the men, man stuff.
But I thought that Kevin Samuels never talked to men or addressed men. That's what a lot of these women are saying.
My disagreement is there's one thing. Every time when you have a conversation about with a sister or something like that,
Oh, I felt the simp come all the way through him.
you always throw saying, you know what, if it was Marisol or Becky, she would behave, her voice, this and that. Like, where did you get that? How'd you come up with that? I mean, that
That's
you
not
know
a disagreement.
them.
That's not a disagreement. That's not a disagreement.
Oh, well, my disagreement is because they're crazy too.
Okay.
They're crazy women
Okay.
because
Okay.
Basically, he's using the white women do it too argument.
I mean, no one talks about.
Okay. They're crazy women. They're crazy women everywhere. But I'm speaking broad generalizations that are broadly true for most people.
Thank you. The majority rules.
7 billion people on the planet. I can't speak for everything. That's ridiculous. We try to make everything. This is splitting hairs, my friend.
Well, I understand that part, but it's just in general the bigger picture for me.
Okay. Okay. Guys. Disagreements. Tonight we've had. I don't like the
And you see how he's trying to focus on the men, right? He's trying to have a male men's night, and then the men will come on there and try to make it about the women again. Try to cape for women, right? Captain Save-A-Ho, right? And simp.
categories. I don't like that you can't speak about everybody. Okay, come on, guys. Y'all sit around and talk about the women.
All right.
Y'all got to do better. You got to make a better showing, gentlemen.
So Kevin puts Becky and Marisol on a pedestal like many black men do, with their false narrative that they are feminine and soft-spoken and cooperative.
Well, then how come only 1 in 4 black women get married, and every time you see a white woman, 9 times out of 10, she's married or has a fiance? The majority rules.
But when he's called out on it by this man, his answer is just to hang up on him.
No, he tried to give him an opportunity, but his brain was buffering, so he clicked him off. He bid him a good night.
Supposed to be a discussion between 2 men. Kevin asked him.
Okay, so if it's supposed to be a discussion between 2 men, then the topic was supposed to be about men, but yet he got on there simping for the black woman, who wouldn't simp for him, by the way. Just like this one who's doing her commentary. Like most black men, she's been programmed by the Paris Milans of the world to not like black men and not give them credit. And even when they do say they like black women, don't do us no favors. You can't win for losing with the Paris Milan syndrome. Don't do us no favors. Look at him. He got a dark skinned black woman on his arm, but he only doing that so that he can get with the Paris Milans of the world. If he does glorify a black woman, he just doing that to get attention. If he don't glorify black women, see, he's a colorist. He only likes light skinned and non-black women. You can't win for losing.
This disagreement was.
So this is why I encourage black men to go their own way, because you can't win for losing. Date somebody else if you try to please a black woman and she's not satisfied.
This man was not loud or aggressive and was very respectful.
He was very simpish. He was simping on some scissor, simping on some simping on some scissor. That's what he was doing. That's why his speech was not coming out right and his brain was buffering. He was simping on some scissor.
It seems like he was about to say something positive about black women. So what does Kevin do? He hangs up on him.
It seems like you're trying to be fake feminine and fake soft-spoken, because we know good and doggone well when you get your buttons pressed good enough, you're going to be neck popping, neck rolling, and hand twirling. Like that thing in Kevin Samuels' background that's always twirling.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, how are you?
I'm doing awesome.
What's your disagreement?
The only thing I disagree with is the colorism in the black community. I do believe that
I disagree with you getting on here looking like a broke Benzino.
it is colorism amongst, I remember watching the videos when women were talking about the colorism thing, and you were denying it, saying that it wasn't.
When have I ever denied colorism? When have I ever denied colorism?
You would think, and now don't you start getting on here giggling like the women do when you get called out. But you would think that they would come on here with a clip already ready because they know how he is. He's gonna say, "Well, when did I say that? Show me where I said that." Da, da, da. You would think they would already have a little clip ready, like these haters do when they take something out of context, and already have a clip ready to show where they disagree with.
Now, you were telling the dark-skinned women that, it wasn't because of their complexion, and I've dated dark-skinned women.
Dude, I'm talking to men tonight.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. They always say you don't talk about men. But when you try to talk about men, let me reiterate that, they want to cape for the sister again. The same sister that won't cape for them, that'll put them on child support, that'll call the cops on them and lie on them and say they got hit and all that other type of weird stuff. Just because they're not winning an argument and they feel the need to be right. And they also feel the need to be white or Asian when they got that other hair in their head.
Yeah.
Men's issues.
First he said, call in if you have a disagreement. Now he says the disagreement
He also said the disagreement needs to be a man's issue.
has to be about men. And you'll notice in this.
And why do you care that he's not getting to say something positive about black women when you are not saying anything positive about black men? Look at your dislikes. Look at your dislikes on your video. Like, girl. Like, I'm probably gonna have a lot of dislikes from Kevin on this video from Choice TV's fans. Yeah. So mine probably gonna be high too. But seriously, I know dislikes don't mean that what you're saying isn't true. We know that. But I'm saying, like, you don't never say nothing positive about black men. So why are you mad that he didn't get to say nothing positive about black women? You don't care about black men. You just want, and you don't want black men. Y'all don't respect black men, but you still want them to want you. Because nine times out of 10, black women love attention and they want people to want them, even if they don't want them. Like, they can literally be out here dating Brad. They can literally be out here dating people like Caillou's dad, you know what I'm saying, with a white woman's hairstyle, right? I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. And they attitudes like they 4 too. Like, get on here and arguing with these little points that don't even make sense, right? So y'all could be dating Brad and Caillou's dad. I said it. But y'all still want Trevante to want y'all. Y'all still want Deontay to want y'all. Y'all still want Pookie, Ray Ray, and the rest of the members from what was the name of that group? I don't even remember the name of that group. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Mindless behavior. And all y'all have mindless behavior, by the way.
When he can't defend his position, he's going to move the goalpost a few more times.
Why don't y'all go to the gym and don't even move the goalpost? Just shoot around and do some cardio. But y'all don't want to sweat. What's up, Shirley? Y'all don't want to sweat because y'all gonna sweat that weave out. Y'all don't want to swim. That's another thing why they like dating the Marisols and the Beckys and the Hannahs and the Sarahs, because they can wake up and Hannah, Marisol, Becky, and Sarah still look the same. When they said good night and when they said good morning, she gonna look the same. When y'all wake up, y'all got a bonnet on, trying to keep somebody else's hair attached to y'all head, makeup off, eyelash somewhere, probably attached to his ball or something. Y'all got too much going on, and y'all they can't have fun with y'all. They can't run it. I'm telling you what men have told me. It's not my opinion. They want to be able to run their hair, their hands through y'all hair, and it get caught on a track. But you can't never catch a black woman on a track and field, but it'll get caught. Anyway, let me say what's up to Charlize, Flawed to Perfection, Clarissa. We in this thing. Oh, nostalgic. What's up, Carlotta Turtleman? Nostalgic. This is what nostalgic said, y'all. I didn't say this. Choice TV should stay out of straight people business. I didn't say this. What's up, JXN 300? I didn't say that. Now, it's funny you should say that, nostalgic, because I never quite knew. And I never, I got to keep my same energy when I said sexuality doesn't matter. So I never quite knew, though, because he doesn't, I don't know. I just thought maybe he was just how he was. But anyway, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, so I'll talk about an issue with the men. The thing I
What have I talked
disagree
about?
with the
If
men.
you've just tuned in, okay, wait, go ahead.
Okay, so I apologize for talking about the issue with the women. So the issue with the men that I disagree with, which is on topic, is just getting a high value man like the green card and sheet, saying like it's okay for him to exercise his
Nobody
option.
said that.
Hold on. Which is on topic. You heard him? Sorry, I wasn't using the bathroom. I was pulling up. Sorry, it's Sunday, I know. He said which is on topic, right? So he must have already knew that the issue that you had needs to be a male's issue. So you can't say, remember what she just said? So when he called in and said he had an issue, now it has to be a male issue. Evidently, it was already supposed to be on topic. All right, let's go.
What he chooses to do, as long as he's taking care of home, is none of your business. If he's providing a lifestyle that 90+% of women could only dream of, you need to be quiet.
What I don't know won't hurt me.
No, what you know will get you being what you know will get you.
Here's my thing. They always pull clips out of context to fit their narrative, but they'll never play the whole darn thing. Maybe they don't have enough data on their Obama phones to play the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a copywritten.
I wonder why you
I don't even know if that's a copywritten sound. So I'm trying to mute it.
so controlling when women for since recorded history have understood that if you want a man who's exceptional, you're gonna have to deal with some stuff. Y'all want a man who's exceptional. You don't want any pain. You better go ask Betty Wright. You better go ask No Pain, No Gain. I mean, you're old enough to know better.
Even Consuela from Family Guy. No. She has a man, and she jumped the border for her man to help him escape. That's a whole different other subject. And my daddy would be pissed since he believes in the wall and Trump. But y'all remember the episode of Family Guy where she jumped the border for her man? I can't even play it because that's a copyright. It's clean.
And I guess it's just wrapping our mind.
If Consuela from Family Guy can keep a man, sisters, we gotta do better.
Show you loyalty by coming home.
Like a stray dog.
Men show you loyalty by keeping the mortgage paid and keeping you provided for. See, when a man cheats on you, this is what it looks like.
Tell me, I don't know if this is just me, and this prophet told my mom this, and I know it's true, but she said, your daughter likes older men. Older men are just sexy to me. Like, I don't know why. It's like, I don't want no young thing that don't even know to pull his pants up. I don't want no young thing that's still out here 40 years old, not knowing what he want to do with his life. Like, I like a man that's well put together, that look like he on his way to a funeral or on his way to church or work inside of the Total Wine and Spirits. Like, they got their uniform, if they have a uniform, if they hourly, they still look put together. Men age like fine wine and women age like milk. Let's keep it a buck. Skim milk. So y'all can say what y'all want to say. These older men out here age gracefully. And I said what the freak I said. I like my man that look like he about to ask for tithes and offering and say the doors of the church are open.
His mistress.
Just like you whores' legs are open. The door, yes, a deacon. He don't even have to be the pastor. Simply Made, I can't wait for you to learn to use StreamYard to share videos. You be moving too much. Listen. You make me want, I told you, keep making me want some juice. That's Simply Made. Mia tells me that all the time. I do know how to use StreamYard. Go look. Sometimes it takes too much to power it up. You got to do all the extra stuff, but I could just dang on this, but I'm working on it now. I'm be listen, Simply Made. Now this whole time I'm gonna be conscious of not moving. This whole time with the rest of the time. But I swear Mia tell me I'll be doing all that. Okay, I'm not trying to make hold on, let me fix it. But look at my other videos from earlier this week. I had that StreamYard, dog.
At the same size house he got you. When he goes and buys her the matching Mercedes you got.
Girl, I know though, but I'm messing with y'all equilibrium.
The same shoes and the same bag and the same everything else.
I'm giving y'all motion sickness. I am so sorry. I need to have Dramamine sponsor this episode.
And he's cheating. Rules to it. And you guys can understand.
Oh, Mr. Y'all are on one today, and it's Sunday.
Value or whatever, you cheat, you gotta understand you cannot embarrass your woman.
Okay, let me say this. Since he came on here being nasty, let me say this. I like a beard, and that's all I'm gonna say. Not a beard as in the Andrew Caldwell that say he's straight and not really straight and he using his girl as a beard. No. Y'all remember not too long ago he posted a picture of this Mexican girl talking about that was the love of his life. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about an actual beard / mustache. Some of you ladies know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, put a 30 for my age. Not just because they sexy. Those beards are multi-purpose. And this isn't my case. But for you women with a yeast infection and you itching, that'll help as well. But he probably shouldn't be going down on you if you got a yeast infection, because his tongue gonna look like the top of a Sonic shake. But anyway, Jack in the Box shake. You know, you want the whipped cream in the chair. Let me stop.
Versus no embarrassments. Those are the rules. Outside kids, no versus no embarrassments.
Simply Made.
And there's also a fourth rule: you can't be putting financial strain on your primary family.
Absolutely.
So, and that comes from outside kids. When have I ever said that high value men?
See, listen. What you need to understand is there are rules that come with being a high value man. See, these women out here mad because they think that It just gives them permission to cheat and live the way they want to live, which it does because they're, the ones bringing home the bacon. But there's rules to it. You see the rules that Kevin Samuels just listed? How you're supposed to not make it hard on your primary family and all the other extra stuff he was saying, but I was too busy talking about men's with beards. Men's. I'm sorry. Men is already plural. I'm sorry. Men with beards. There are rules to this. Y'all need to get it. You see, men have no problem with rules. Women do. Are y'all peeping game? When women are told that we need to stay fit and we need to have a positive attitude and we need to be cooperative and we need to be feminine and we need to not have children before marriage. We need to marry before we carry. We have a problem with that. But we want to put all these rules on these men, right? Mm-hmm.
On cheating or exercising options. Whenever I ever said that, then high value men, have options.
See, I believe Melinda Gates is stupid. Ooh, some women gonna get mad at me for this, but I believe Melinda Gates is stupid because you knew what was going on. Now all of a sudden you want to get divorced. Well, go ahead and date Ray Ray flipping fries at the McDonald's when you had it made.
And they can choose to exercise them. And women who are smart, who are married to high value men.
Listen, you just focus on exercising while he's exercising his rights.
Shut the French toast up.
Kevin said he was gonna make my blood sugar go up talking about French toast.
Accept the fact that they chose a man who's a cut above the rest.
Because I was just listening to what you was talking to it was one guy that got on here and he.
I was just about to say you cute, but it looked like one of them teeth is sticking out longer than the other one. You have rabbit teeth. You look like you'll eat the hell out of a carrot.
About that he make $45,000 a year, and he ended up saying that he can't support it.
Yeah, sexy lips and everything.
Family, but a lot of times when you talk about average men, you talk about
and it gets worse. Oh.
What is your disagreement?
You talk about around 45, 50.
What is your disagreement?
That you told him he should. You told him that he shouldn't even be thinking about marriage. Because he makes
Right. He got enough space in that motherfucker to rent it out on Airbnb, bruh.
That's not what I said.
He got enough space for people to store their extra stuff. Like, he giving them storage companies a run for their money.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Actually, that's exactly what Kevin said just minutes before.
Do you agree with anything that Kevin says? Like, I want to see what you look like. Get on the screen. Are you too big for the screen? Are you too big for wide width or whatever? Because they do have this version, the theater mode, to make it wider in case all of you can't fit. All of you can't fit on the screen. Y'all know about this? This is theater mode or something. It's one of these little things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or if you just that big, you can get one of them like the people have at their office where they have like 2 screens, one on the left and one on the right, and they just do this like that. Yeah, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all got more than one screen monitor.
Exactly what he tells women all the time. To accept average earning men who make $45 a year or more. This is the man who Kevin had the conversation with. And even he called him out on this talking point, that he is an average earner making $45,000 a year, but Kevin says he can't provide for a family.
This is the conversation just minutes earlier.
You said I asked you, how long you known her? 8 years. You've known her long enough to know who she is and what she's about. You said you were with her for 1 year. I said, to what end? You said to marriage, and you're not in a position to be a husband. And provide for a family. You shouldn't have been in a relationship. Oh, and this is called fair use, lady, whoever you are. Fair use. I gotta say it for the hood rest. They act like they don't remember. Your name is T Salt, so your blood pressure probably up. That's why you on here wilding. But
Yeah, you use his stuff without his permission, and I'm using your stuff without your permission. It's called fair use. I don't need your permission. Better look it up.
That's the ultimate answer. You shouldn't have been in a relationship.
Play with my channel, I'm gonna play with yours. I give that warning to every content creator.
Been on out somewhere else, dealing with somebody who wanted what she wanted, but you were not in a position to deal with any women to that end. Casually, socially, sure. But talking about a wife, you can't provide.
Okay, so that goes against stuff that you said previously, because what I make currently right now is average income. I average about 45,000 a year.
You've already demonstrated. Okay, sir, please. I have plenty of people. If you don't have a specific disagreement about something I said, I'm going to the next person.
Okay.
If you just keep your mouth closed, you got a nice complexion and a nice face and some nice lips, just keep your mouth closed, please. Don't say nothing. You're going to be the first man that can go down on me without opening your mouth.
I'm speaking about something you said, sir.
Do you have a specific disagreement that you're bringing? Nothing about I said tonight.
Just kiss it. Just kiss it. I like my kisses down low.
What do you have? Go.
That a man is unevenly yoked, being an average man with a...
Your teeth are unevenly yoked. That's all I'm saying. They're not on the same page. They're not even in the same book. They're not even in the same library.
And is going for a double degree. That doesn't make him unevenly yoked with her.
Okay, well then that's your...
Mister.
Well, you speak on this because you
that's your
always
opinion.
say that...
I said you're unevenly... So if you believe something different, then here's the thing. Okay, you can't overtalk me. You can't overtalk me.
Y'all cannot say he don't keep the same energy with men. How many times have we heard you cannot... I'm not going to let you overtalk me. This is another talking point that he can't stand on, and this is what he said.
It's not where I plan on staying or what I'm working towards in the future.
I get it. I get that. However,
I was not expecting you to be speaking all well spoken like you're speaking. Just so you know. But
you were dating
you did good, sir. You did good.
a woman who is heavily degreed, and women respond to power. Unfortunately, she dwarfed you in power.
See, these men don't want to hear the truth about women. Just like women don't want to hear the truth about what men want and what men like. I'm still young, so I don't need to work on my tongue game just yet. All right, cool.
Potential. So the only place you could dominate and show any power is in the bedroom, because she did not have to take you seriously. You weren't on the same level.
Once again, Kevin is not standing on his position, and this is one of his major talking points, that a woman's degree does not matter to men.
And that's the truth.
But when he talks to men, he tells them they're not evenly yoked with women.
No, he's just saying if he's not making as much as her.
A woman has a degree. So which is it?
I'm trying to figure out what's her point. He's just saying that if he can't bring more to the table, then she's not going to respect him as much because women respond to power, which we do. That's all he's saying, lady.
Now, a person's job title, whether or not their job title, if they're, say, a musician, that like a producer or something like that.
Can you just talk like you got a puppet and you're, what is it, ventriloquist? Is that what it's called? Can you just not open your mouth when you talk? And then you'd be perfect. Beautiful complexion, handsome face, all that, nice swag. Just talk like you got your hand up a puppet's booty. Yeah.
We were speaking on average men making the income of 45 to 50,000 a year. That's what we're speaking on. We're not speaking on job.
No, you mix subjects. Right? You mix subjects, man. You mix subjects. That's what you did, and here's the problem. That's why I asked you about your specific disagreement, because you came in.
Hey, Charlize, he disagree on.
About a conversation that you were third party to. You're mixing subjects.
You missing out on a lot of pussy since you won't go get some Invisalign or some adult braces. Brace yourself for not getting no pussy because you won't get no braces.
That's the problem. This is hearsay. I know the conversation I had with that man. He's not even making.
All right, keep playing.
You're making. That's why I keep asking you, what is your specific disagreement about things that I specifically say? You don't have them. So I'm going
He gonna bid you a good night. I bet that's coming.
to bid you a good evening.
Oh, he bidding you a good evening. So it wasn't late enough yet. He gonna bid you a good evening. Let me see who this person is. T Salt. Who is this woman? Who is this woman? Oh, looks like she's trying to build her channel off of Kevin and not going after the haters like I am. Let's see. Kevin Samuels prefers 40-year-old women now. Don't cancel Kevin Samuels. Cancel women who call in. Oh, now you're blaming the women. This happens because you're weak, not black. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. It is our responsibility. Hold on. Don't be led astray. Breaking down the BS. You done built your whole channel. It is our responsibility to educate our children. There's Shamika with Brad. Let me see. Let's try to see where we're going. The real reason Kevin Samuels and black women complain. Let's see. Are black women expecting black men to do something they don't want? Let's see. Oh my God. Here you go with this music. Black men led us back into slavery by integrating with white society, then left us there. What? That's a new one. That's a new one. Oh, here we go with this long intro. Hold on. All right.
Do not fight.
The music. Is this Cynthia G, the one y'all keep telling me to look at? Yep.
However, I'm not going to say that because I know there are some black men who genuinely do want to do something. However, the vast majority of
So basically, you are blaming black men for your terrible choices in mating.
Men are doing absolutely nothing. That is just a reality.
So it's okay for you to, that's not a reality, that's your opinion. And it's okay for you to generalize all black men, but it's not okay for black men to generalize black women. No, I'm good.
Doing anything about systematic white supremacy. You're not doing anything about mass incarceration. You're not doing anything about police brutality. You're not doing anything about these white women putting false rape allegations on you. You're not doing anything. That's just the reality. There's nothing.
Oh, let's speak on you, Mr. Martin Luther King, because I believe the FBI had a whole file on you and what you was doing to Coretta Scott King, cheating and all that stuff, plagiarizing. But we don't want to talk about that. He had a dream of different color pussy. And just like Jesse Jackson was up there with you, he was preaching black but sleeping white.
Government not put a cent in this city unless it decides to face the realities of desegregation.
King and his followers were met with fierce resistance from the police. Public Safety Commissioner Eugene Bull Connor, backed by the majority of white residents, was determined to stop the demonstrations. Without enough volunteers to continue the protests, King and other leaders enlisted hundreds of young school children to keep the marches going and fill up the jails.
The civil rights movement in the 1960s put students in harm's way.
Sorry, I done got quiet, y'all. I love learning about history and stuff. I forgot I was on live for a second and started watching.
Black people were jailed, lost their jobs, lost their lives.
Jesse Pimpin.
Attacked by dogs. All for the sake of being allowed to sit in white spaces, to be served in white communities, and eat at white counters, and to have access to white women.
Then on the second...
Wait, whoa. She tried to spin that narrative. Wait. She said they did all this to be able to have access to white women. I know you lying. It's a bigger picture, ma'am. We wanted to be able to walk into the front of the building like human beings, man. We wanted to be able to go to school and have access to the good school teachers and the good books and supplies like the white kids, because they said it was separate but equal, but it wasn't. Segregated schools, they were not on the same level. They were teaching little black kids with textbooks that were half a decade old and all this other extra stuff. But you saying that black men did all this just to be able to have access to white women, when everybody knows even back then that the black family was stronger, the black family unit was stronger, and the black men were doing all this with their black wives and their black kids. What are you talking about? They were married.
Demonstrations.
I think it's 75% of all black babies now are born out of wedlock, as opposed to in wedlock back then. So, lady, who hurt you?
Things turn violent. Police turn high-pressure fire hoses on the...
You that insecure that you thinking they sitting up in here dealing with high-pressure fire hoses and getting beat down and all the extra stuff because you heard about Emmett Till? Get the freak out of here. That lady said she lied and he ain't even whistle at her and all that stuff.
People and set attack dogs on them. Birmingham civil rights leader Reverend Calvin Woods was there.
There had been some dog biting, some beatings.
White pussy ain't that attractive for them to go through all that.
Killing. Many people were beaten and spit on and put in jail, lost jobs. But those were minor things.
Right. Minor things in comparison.
Compared to what we felt we had to do.
The brutal crackdown was widely televised, and images of the event were seen around the world. Robert Corley said,
Look at her. Baby got back all the way in the 60s. And you talking about they did all that for Becky? She could have backed that thing up. But now they trying to vax that thing up.
But 30 years earlier, before the Depression, there were many successful middle class.
Do you know how many men was attracted to Thelma from Good Times? Let me remind you. Hold on. Y'all gonna learn today. Lady, whoever you are. Thelma from... Look, I ain't got to type it all the way in. Thelma from Good Times. Look at this. Bernadette. Look at this. They were willing to burn their dick if she had an STD for Bernadette. Look at this. The gorgeousness of this thing right here. Look at it. Let me put some respect on her name. She ain't a thing, but you know what I'm saying. You know how many men had crushes on? Now brace yourself for what she look like now. But come on, we not finna play no games. Your aunt went to college with her, that's what's up. We not finna play no games. You better put some respect on this gorgeous woman's name. You better put some respect on all of this. Natural hair, where the weave at? Where the weave at? Where the weave at? You know how many men had all these freaking beautiful, gorgeous, natural hair black women to look up to back in the day? And they did all that? They did all that for Becky? Girl, you tried it with that foolishness. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at?
Black neighborhoods across the country. Black people had their own banks.
Y'all see all these women with natural hair walking by?
Their own grocery stores, schools, movie theaters, buses, churches, nightclubs.
And guess who ruined Black Wall Street, ma'am? White people. So why would black people want to integrate to be with them, ma'am?
Restaurants. This is a clip of an all-black neighborhood in Harlem, New York, filled with black-owned businesses.
Yeah, and filled with beautiful black natural hair black women. And why would they want to infiltrate to get Becky when they had beautiful women?
It looks peaceful. The streets are clean. Everybody is respectful. And this first clip is of construction work.
Oh, Urkel. Do something about that.
Fix it.
See, we need a balance. I said I don't like men to sag, but see, you could do it what he doing. It ain't got to be all the way up there to your titties, to your male titties, to your moves, to your pecs, whatever you call it. Like, I'm gonna need you to get together.
Streets. And it's an example of when Black people love each other and respect themselves.
Earning boy booty.
They can collectively demand respect from others.
Becky's had ironing board booties. Sisters had curves. What are you talking about? He got an ironing board booty too, though. Just so y'all know. Flat as a soda that been outside all day, bro. Lady, what is your point? What is your motherfucking point? I'm skipping all this. Because you tried it.
We had the very first sit-in here in Nashville.
She just said that Black men did all these sit-ins to get access to Becky. I'm just not over that.
I took my seat at the counter. I asked the waitress for a hamburger and a Coke.
I said, I'm sorry, our management does not allow us to serve niggers in here.
Oh, this was in 1960. During the Jim Crow era. City in 1960, directed by Robert M. Young, John Lewis' first national TV appearance. I'm sorry, y'all. I was shook it. Hold on, let me run that back. I was shook it. Hold on. Told you I got called a nigger the first time, like 4 or 5 years ago, to my face in the Walmart parking lot with my ex-boyfriend. I was not expecting this. Hold on. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me run that back. I'm a hush. Listen to this foolishness.
And I took my seat at the counter. I asked the waitress for a hamburger and a Coke.
I said, I'm sorry, our management does not allow us to serve niggers in here.
And I was watching Tyree Sneed earlier, and he's joking about N-words with Jenny. They're both saying it. Hold on. And they think this is cute. Hold on. Let me see. That's why I'm saying, like, and YouTube allows this. Hold on. Let me see. I was just watching it before this, and this is what happens when you have descendants of these types. Look at this.
It's what it is.
Hold on.
I mean, people don't know that. That's
Hold on.
you know, close to it.
Look at this. Remember she was calling me monkeys the other day.
Oh, cool.
Watch this. What up, Audie? So they're driving around and he has his hand on her. Always trying to prove that they're together, and that's his woman. He's the one who says racism is funny. His daddy taught him that. What up, 10, Jago? What up, Audie?
For family night.
Watch this, y'all. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Said watching the Dom versus Kenny at USC.
And check this out, though. She has a regular job talking like this. Look at it. And so does he.
Ooh, they just think they hit each other.
This is small talk. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it.
I hope you were doing well. Most of
Come on.
going through hell, having the hardest time of your life. We're still in love, right? Yeah.
You were just telling her you hoped she died of cancer again, calling her cancer tits.
Just had to talk things up, really in depth.
Yeah.
You just said that you were going to beat her and kill her. Not 24 hours ago.
And if all else fails, I just rape her.
Now you're joking about raping her.
Right? I'll just take you. Yeah. Not rape you, but instead I can.
Yeah,
No. What did it say?
Look at this. Weird stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, I talked about that the other day on my live.
Okay, here it is. 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 How to skip past the small talk. Okay, here it is.
Said hi, Fizzin. I like when niggers entertain me. I just don't.
Look at this. 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 Listen to this.
I really do. And then I have to deal with them.
Listen. Hold on. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Anyway, what's up with everybody out there? I really do wake up tired of niggers.
yeah.
I really do. And then I have to deal with them, and it sucks.
Thanks for listening to different music.
And she said she's tired of listening to nigger music. Listen to this.
My bad, red pill. Yeah, I didn't mean. Well, yeah, I like nigger music. I just don't like niggers.
Hi.
And this is Red Pill, the one that he was just calling a pedo, and who's a minority himself.
I enjoy. Said hi, Fizzin. I like when niggers entertain me. I just don't like when I have to deal with their bullshit and their nigger.
Yeah, the whole year from now attitude.
Yeah.
Stuck up.
They're complaining and shit and all the whack ass shit.
We're too good for us. Can't say hi back when you say hi to them.
Yeah. Ooh, I talked about that the other day on my live. I said, and that wasn't a nigger, that was just some regular dude, but I'm like, I'm from a place where we say hi to our neighbors and shit.
Well, I tried to say hi to one, and you didn't even look at me or say hi. I'm like,
This is 2021. And they're having a conversation on live calling black people niggers.
Snot.
Yeah, they are.
And no, I said that.
They suck a big bag of dicks.
I said, well, fine, then be a snot. Where I come from, raised in the country, we're always nice to everybody. So fuck you then.
This is the mindset. You're mad because somebody that doesn't know you doesn't want to speak to you. That's not even black, because you're mad at blacks, but I don't care what color they are. And you see that as wrong, but you don't see being online calling black people niggers and joking about it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And he just kept walking.
So anyway, we have everybody jealous of us. That's the truth. We get the most views over here.
So this is why when whatever happens to them happens, when she's done trolling, I'm not going to feel sorry for her. I told y'all she was throwing up monkeys in the chat for me the other day when I was calling out his racism and calling out him for allowing him to call me a nigger on his show. All right, let's go back. But I just wanted to show y'all that this mentality from the 60s is alive and well in 2021, and they are descendants, right? They are descendants from this mentality right here. And that by far is not an isolated event. They do that every single time they get on live, joking about niggers. And he was saying his dad used to say racism was fun. And he said he brings people together by being racist because it brings people together. I mean, and he's from Texas. And so y'all already know how horrible we had it down here in the South and how we didn't even know about the Emancipation Proclamation until like a long time later. I believe it was like 6 months or something like that. Because there was no social media where people can just say, hey, we're free. And the word just spread that fast. No. They did not want us to be free.
The targets of the Nashville students were the lunch counters at the city's 2 largest department stores and 4 variety stores. And for the first time, the community was confronted with Negroes in places where they had never been.
You go to the counter. You do not request that the person sitting next to you get up and leave. You merely come in and sit down beside him, as any human being would do. You cause no violence. You have no angry words. You're friendly, and it sort of has to project the idea.
And then some of them will say things like this. Let me show you. And then I'm going to be done. I think it's called soft white underbelly. Soft white underbelly. Yeah. This channel I was watching, they just put out a interview with a KKK member or something like that. They'll say things like, I'm not racist, I just believe in separatism. Where is he at? Put soft white underbelly. I'm put KKK. Hold on. All right, here it is. Look at this.
All right, JD. JD, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Originally from Roan Mountain, Tennessee.
And did you have the Klan growing up in your family as a kid?
Yeah, somewhat. On my grandparents' side.
Like,
how did you get?
Some of y'all may remember this story of this girl that got killed by this dude named Quentin Tellis, and her name was Jessica Chambers. Her dad was saying, I'm not racist. I just don't believe that whites and blacks should sleep together or date. I just don't believe that they need to be dating. Right? And so it made it hard for her to even get justice because people were just so appalled by just this right here.
Well, around 2015 or so, when Dylan Roof, he's took and shot the black people in Charleston in that church, you know, and every picture that I saw on TV of him, he was having the Confederate flag in his hand, and he never was a member of any organization, you know, and then they go and take the flag down in South Carolina off the state capitol building.
Oh, you mean like that newsball dude who was saying that those women were a part of BLM when they weren't a part of Black Lives Matter?
Because of that. And I thought, you know, that was kind of a slap in the face to the South, our ancestors that fought.
Oh, they're a Christian organization, by the way, preaching hate.
Civil War. I had people on both sides of my family that fought in the Civil War for Tennessee and North Carolina. And in 2017, I joined the Little White Knife. And I just wanted to get out and try to make, you know, do my part and try to make a difference. I mean, like IW was saying, if we don't pull together, you know, it's going to be like a sinking ship. Our rights are going down the drain every day. And I just wish my grandparents was around to see me and know that I'm doing my share and trying to preserve our history. And
how you got shortness of breath and still racist?
I don't consider myself really as a racist.
Still gonna get it out and you can barely breathe.
I mean, I'm more of a separatist. I believe in keeping the races separate.
See? What I just tell y'all?
That's what God intended.
Lying on God. He put us all down here. But he intended on us to be separate.
He put us on different bodies of land, different English, you know, language, just different cultures altogether. And I believe that the white race is a superior race.
Sitting up there looking like a character off of Super Mario.
And that's just, that's kind of the way I feel about it.
What do you wish the United States looked like?
Sir?
What do you wish the United States look like racially? I mean,
Well,
right now we're all very mixed.
Yeah, we're very mixed. I just wish that, you know, they could stay more to themselves. I mean, don't...
Probably shouldn't have brought us over here. That's a clue. Why'd you bring us over here?
Don't come and try to push them down my throat.
When you say they, you mean?
Our government. And not our government, but the black race, the Hispanics, the Orientals. I wish that they would stay with themselves, you know. And I think the country would be a lot better off if it was like that. And
watch what he gonna say about the cruise ships, y'all.
You know, Lincoln, he freed the slaves. He was from Illinois, so I think they should have given that state to the slaves and let them all go to Illinois. If that's what he preferred. I mean, I thought...
yeah, pervert. You had it right.
Right now, I think it's a slippery slope. And if the white people don't get out there and try to make a difference, we're gonna give our history, our heritage away. I mean, it's gone. But, you know, I just wish that more people would see the light and see where this country's heading.
I bet they see the light when you go and you burn them crosses in people's yards.
Because I give it another 10 years, we'll not be able to do what we're doing today. I mean, it's going to probably be a felony to be seen in the Klan road. I mean, it's just a matter of time.
What is the Klan's biggest issues today? Is it immigration?
Well, we're strongly against
race mixing?
The mixed race, you know, mixing races, messing with our monuments, our flag, our history, especially in the South, because we were originated in the South. And
look like you got some chicken grease or something. Or is that just the way it's folded? Now, you could probably use Tide or something to get that out, but you got it all together though. If you're gonna wear green, it need to be vibrant. Gain some, instead of gaining weight, you probably want to use some gain on that.
And being from Tennessee, you know, the Klan's always been strong in that state and in North Carolina. And I just wish that...
if you were so proud of what you're doing, why are you hiding your face? That's another question I've been meaning to ask people in the Klan. If you didn't feel like what you were doing was wrong, why are you trying to throw stones and hide your face? Not your hands, because your hands are out here looking bloated.
We had a better opportunity to get out there and make a difference, because they're not wanting to issue us permits.
Hope you pass out. It's too hot in the South to be layered with all that hate stuff.
Like that, to have rallies or anything.
I hate uniform.
Or public demonstrations. But you've got all these protests and stuff going on, and they're just out here doing what they want to do and tearing up the country, and nothing's said. I mean, it's not the Klan. I mean, there's a lot of these other groups. I mean, they're not doing that.
Are you a religious person?
Yes, sir.
The Klan is a religious organization?
Yes, sir.
What aspects is Christianity that is the basis of the Klan?
Well, I'm Southern Baptist.
Okay.
I'm basically Baptist. I mean, there's Methodist, Presbyterians, you know, no Catholics. I mean, it's...
And you are a Imperial Wizard or a Grand Dragon?
No, I'm a Grand Dragon. I'm over North Carolina. And
you built like a dragon.
Carolina.
Oh, you do? Okay. And what is a Grand Dragon?
It's the state officer. I'm over the state. And I'm right under the Imperial Wizard, you know.
So what is it about African Americans that you want them to be separate?
Well, I don't think God intended for them to be mingling with us, and especially breeding with the white race.
Did you happen to read the description of Jesus in the Bible? Because the last time I checked, White people don't look like that, but that's just what I read.
And it brings about a mongrel race. I mean, a mulatto color. I mean, nothing makes me any sicker than to see a little kid running around and their skin's just yellow. I mean,
Oh my Lord.
You know, a mulatto color. I mean, I wouldn't feel so bad about the blacks if our government wasn't pushing them down our throat. Just
wow.
in the 60s, I mean, they pushed them down our throat in the schools and
Look at this, look at it, 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 look at it. Look.
You know, cafes, restaurants, I mean.
What were we just watching? Folks, he talking about pushing us down their throats when literally we just wanted to go into a restaurant peacefully and eat without having to drink from a water fountain that said for colors only and all that.
I mean, it's just something that I don't think should have ever happened.
Should never happen, but yet y'all brought us over here.
Has the Klan changed? I mean, you've only been a member for a few years. But
I've been, several years, but the Klan's really changed a lot. We're not as violent as it used to be, you know, back in the 60s.
We're not as violent as we used to be. So you admit.
There was some violent Klan groups, especially in Mississippi. And it gives the Klan a bad rep. But today we're more, I want to say, laid back. And it's not more of a terrorist group than what they used to be. They claim that we're in between.
Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Between the Nazis and Al-Qaeda. We're ranked number 2 in the world as one of the worst terrorist groups. I don't see how they could rank us up there, you know, like Al-Qaeda or the Nazis.
Oh, you don't see? You don't see? Probably because that thing is not really showing your eyes as good as it should be. Yeah.
I mean, we don't go out and just kill people, you know.
have you traveled to other countries?
No, I've never been in another country, but I've been all around the southern states.
I bet you have.
I've not lost.
You and your buddies?
Up north, I'm not going.
Coon hunting?
So what do you think about the state of our country and its future?
Right now, I think it's going to eventually end up in turmoil. And Donald Trump, he talked.
Oh, take it off. But here's the crazy part. You think that the world was better off when the KKK was running around killing blacks in the civil rights era. That's the crazy part. I told y'all my brother Nick was in line somewhere, and he heard 2 white women saying, when Obama first got elected, we should have never let them go free. Little stuff like that.
At first, that got him into office. And
you'd be voting for Trump?
Yeah, I'll vote for Trump. I did the first time. I will this time. You know, I hope he's got a chance. I mean, I've never known.
Did you vote for Obama? Not Obama. Did you vote for Obama? Now take the shades off if you really about that life.
President to go into office and so many of his own party be so much against him, you know, and wouldn't let him do what he said he was going to do. Like I said, he talked a good talk. That's what put him in there. But if he gets in there again, is the next go around.
You worried about keeping blacks and whites separate when you need to be worried about that big gut you have, because that's a heart attack risk, they say, for men, for middle-aged men to have huge stomachs like they 9 months pregnant.
Hope that he can go ahead.
You're going to have the first maternity wear stretch KKK uniform.
And do what he said out.
Looking like the Jolly Green Giant with a KKK do-rag on.
Especially with the border wall. We've got a bad problem with.
Looking like you repping Bloods, Crips, and Christmas colors.
Immigration, you know, and dealing with China. I think that was one of the worst things we ever done was pass the NAFTA bill, that free trade agreement, because it took a lot of our textile workers, our jobs away from the textile.
I'm tired of you. And we only got 10 more minutes and I'm in this video. We only got 10 more minutes of you and I'm already tired of you.
Workers sent it to China, Mexico, and you can't even go to a store and buy anything that's not made in China, Taiwan, Mexico, especially clothes. I mean, I remember Rocky boots and stuff. I was, you know, I hunt a lot, and I always
hunting coons.
You have a good pair of insulated boots, and even Rocky Boot Company, they're made in China.
Insulate that outfit, cause I know it's funky underneath them buttons.
Now, I mean, we need a president that will bring our jobs back, and I think the country would be better off, and give the people here the opportunity to go back to work. I mean, if they would stop the immigrants from coming in here, that would make a big difference. If, finish that border wall.
Not because he's worried about what immigration does to our economy and stuff like that. He want them to finish the wall because he racist, y'all.
I'm all for that.
I bet you are. You all for steakums too, ain't you?
And do you have children?
No, sir.
No kids.
Oh, I am so happy. I am so happy that your gun shoot blanks because we do not need this mentality to continue.
You married?
No, sir.
And you MGTOW. KKK MGTOW.
What are you proudest of in your life?
Probably you know what too. You know what I can't say, but it rhymes with the word say.
What are you proudest of in your life?
But then again, no, because then it'll go against the Christianity. So.
Am I proud of? Well, I'm proud that I'm white.
I'm proud. I'm proud of my KKK suit. I got it pressed down there at one of the Korean laundromats or the washateriors, and they got nerve to get mad at me. And I know one of them wasted some chicken noodle soup, some sweet and sour soup on my suit. But I still have got. I still take it down there, cause those people work for me, cause I'm white. White power.
Things I'm proud of, and I'm proud that I come from the family I came from with the background, and that I've got ancestors that fought in the Civil War for the South. I mean, everybody says that slavery was the main issue in the Civil War. It could have been part, but myself, I think it was mainly over the money and
way over the money.
Rights. We had
Remember when I said earlier that I think older men are sexy? Not you.
Cotton, the tobacco, all the agriculture down here, and taxes.
And I don't even discriminate against big men. Like, I like a little weight on my men. But not you, baby.
No, they probably wasn't paying the taxes on their stuff, and but that's. I mean, if I can make $1 and get by with it, I'm gonna do it. I mean, they knew that once they pulled from the Union, when the Southern states succeeded, that
Hoghead Jim.
That's what they were succeeding over: the taxes, states' rights, and I'm not going to leave slavery out. I'm sure slavery had a part to do with it.
I'm sure it did. You think?
But the North had slaves.
I know you stink, but do you think?
I mean, we got a lot of our slaves from the North. Even our presidents, Grant, when he became president, he didn't give up his slaves until he got nominated to be a president.
Lord have mercy. Have mercy. Since you a pig, have mercy.
Then he gave his slaves up, 4 or 5 years after the Civil War? I mean, they tell, just like Robert E. Lee said, the victors of war will write the story. And I remember growing up in school, all the books that we studied in school was published from up north.
That's why they said Robert E. Lee was a racist, but then I know a lot of black kids that go to a school called Robert E. Lee High School. That's why it's important to know your history.
All of the books published from down here, they tell you what they want you to learn. And
So funny that they got this picture in black and white, but you don't like black people.
the people today, they don't know their history. I mean, if the blacks had any clue, and if they had enough sense to open a book and study history, they wouldn't be going out here and voting these Democrat tickets because the Klan was funded by Democrats.
Yep. My dad always say that, and that's why they always say, if you want to hide something from a black, put it in a book. He's right about that. My dad said that all the time, but they love Democrats.
A Republican freedom. But they're so much against the Republican Party. The party that freedom. You know? I mean, it's got a lot.
Because we're taught to mindlessly follow without doing our research. And our whole ancestors has been Democrat.
With the history, and they're not teaching it in the school. And that's what
Boy, when are you due? Tell me that due date.
Younger generation's going to grow up to see. A bunch of lies. I mean, that's my opinion. I'll go to my grave feeling that way.
You can't fit in a grave.
And I mean, it's a shame what we're going to leave the kids for the future. I mean, the shape it's going to be in this.
You couldn't have earned that. Y'all don't believe in irons.
Because I see every day it's getting worse and worse. I mean,
were there ever lynchings in the Klan?
Lie and say it wouldn't.
Well, I'm sure they were years ago.
You sure they are?
I mean, they've not been no lynches in probably, I'm going to say.
That's true, Sakina. That's so true.
50, 60 years.
You gotta keep that in mind.
But most of the lynchings was more down south. Like I said, a lot of the other Klan groups years ago, they did give us a bad name. But as far as lynching going on today, nah. I mean...
Boy, I live in Texas. That happens all the time still in these little country hick towns. Why you think we won't go nowhere? No, not in these country hick towns.
Get by with it.
One of the things that's...
Wait, what did he say? Hold on. He make it seem like if he could still get by with it, he would. Hold on. Make it seem like it's a bad thing that they can't get by with it.
But as far as lynching going on today, nah. I mean, you couldn't get by with it.
Like he mad about that.
One of the things that's interesting about Klansmen is they're so committed to what they believe.
Oh, I'm into what I believe. I mean,
it's an interesting stand.
I got a heart of a Klansman, and I will die for a Klansman fighting for my race.
I mean, you may believe things that other people have a hard time.
What exactly are you fighting for? Pink skin and crow's feet? I'm trying to understand.
But you believe what you believe, and you stand behind it.
Exactly. Yes, sir. I believe that God, he gave his life for our sins. I believe in God.
For our sins, meaning everybody. Not just white people.
And as long as I've got God on my side, I'm all right.
Just like I tell people when they're talking about, oh, Obama. He's the president for everybody, not just black people.
I believe that I've got God in my heart.
And I'm not comparing Obama to God. I'm just saying.
And I know that there is a God. You know, I think I'll be all right. But the black...
So if God is love... then how's this is a direct contradiction.
Thing they don't understand about the white culture. We may have brought them over here. Well, not me, but years ago.
Pay attention. This is the last part I want y'all to hear.
We brought them over here, used them for slaves, but you think about it. We brought them over here and taught them how to worship God, comb their hair, brush their teeth, clothe, taught them English. Tried to teach them right from wrong, but...
Seriously? Tried to teach them right from wrong, but what you're doing is wrong from the start. Stealing people from their native land. Stealing the land from the Indians. All that. The Native American. But listen to this part about the cruise ship.
Didn't work. But they're such a primitive race. They were so used to living off the land in Africa, and
maybe y'all should have learned how to live off the land. That's what y'all brought us over here to do all that stuff for y'all. We built the economic structure that is America.
Should be thankful that that some of them were brought into the United States and kind of what I call domesticated. They've been
Like we some animals.
domesticated, and you know, if they don't like it, I'm sure that we could probably use some of those big cruise ships and send them back. I'd put in a few dollars to put fuel in them ships.
What
That's the part I wanted y'all to hear. And the interviewer dude had to listen to that with a straight face. We're gonna end it on a funny note, y'all, because I can't. Can y'all digest what y'all just heard? Or I know that's his I know that's his job to showcase people and what they believe in without being, he can't voice his opinion, but wow.
Sensitive to issues of race, be advised that the following piece contains gratuitous use of the N-word. And by N-word, I mean nigger. There, I said it. For the last 15 years, a man named Clayton Bigsby has been the leading voice of the white supremacist movement in America. Despite his popularity, very few have ever seen him due to his reclusiveness, but in an effort to bring his message to a wider audience, he agreed to give his first public interview ever.
Excuse me. Not sure we're in the right place. We're looking for Clayton Bigsby.
Well, look no further, fella. You found me.
Clayton Bigsby, the author?
What, you don't think I can write them books? Just because I'm blind don't mean I'm dumb.
How could this have happened? A black white supremacist. Our search for answers led us here to the Wexler Home for the Blind, where Mr. Bigsby spent the first 19 years of his life.
Bridget Wexler is the home's headmistress.
Well, he was the only Negro we'd ever had around here. So we figured we'd make it easier on Clayton by just telling him and all the other blind kids that he was white.
And he never questioned it.
Why would he?
You've never left this property, have you, Mr. Bigsby?
No, sir, not in many years.
What if I were to tell you that you are an African American?
Sir, listen, I'm going to make this clear. I'm in no way, shape, or form involved in any niggerdom. You understand? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a book signing to go to. Just open up your heart and let that hate out.
Show us your face. We want to see your face.
Who said that? You want to see my face? Don't see your face. There is cookie and punch.
Wait. He had a book called I Smell Nigger. Did you see that?
There is cookie and punch for us to enjoy, and we can meet, talk about white brotherhood. Thank you all for coming. White power!
We're told that in the last few weeks, he has accepted the fact that he is a black man. And 3 days ago, he filed for divorce from his wife. When we asked why, after 19 years of marriage, he responded, because she's a nigger lover.
I'm done. I'm done. Oh, shoot.